It is exactly 4:20. We're starting on time today. It's 4:20 candle, Molehill Mining. I'm Todd. I'm gonna do some crypto news, prices, Bitcoin price. This is what is this called? Not financial advice. This is educational and entertainment purposes only. This is really educational though. It's like I just entertain myself and just sort of kind of like learn about this stuff. It's good to check around the same time every day. I find on these prices, get a sense of the trend, and then keeping an ear to the ground on the news is pretty good if you want to like invest in some of these alternative coins down here and make a few bucks when they blow up, because some of them do sometimes. So that's the worst start. Let's look at what's on the top of the market cap. This doesn't change as quickly. Bitcoin always on top. Had a new all-time high today. We'll talk about that. But right now it's at 19.6 for a $47.2 billion market cap. That's up 7.9% and up 6.6 on the week. Ethereum is at 60. Sorry, it's at 611, up 6.5 on the day and 1.45 on the week for a 22 bill market cap. XRP is at 65 cents. It's up 8.18%, and that's 13 on the week, and 17 mil market cap. And let's see, Tether is always a dollar. It's running actually quite a bit less than a dollar right now, which is unusual for Tether, but um, well, that's a big change there. But okay, Bitcoin Cash, 314. It's up 10%. Wow, 1067s or 11% right there. That big change since the fork. It took a little beating. That's up just a quarter of a percent on the week for a $5 market cap. Dude, I was reading the volume again as the market caps. I am tripping. I did that the other day too. Litecoin blew past Chainlink. Wow, that's crazy. And Bitcoin Cash blew past Chainlink too. So Chainlink actually kind of fell down, but Litecoin's at $87, which is actually quite a bit higher. We're trading at like $40, $50 for months. Uh, that's up 9.35%, down just under 1%. And then Chainlink is at 14.29. That's up 8% on the day and 6.5% on the week. Jesus Christ, what's wrong with me today? Okay, I was going to talk about Bitcoin being at a new all-time high. Oh, but first, let's actually look at what's on the most volatile coins. Let's look at what's gained the most ground in the last 24 hours. So, BitTorrent coin. Wow, that was one of the cheapest coins. Still is actually. Look at that, super way under a penny. But 16.36% in the last 24 hours, up 15 in the last 7 days. Aave up 11.3 and 6 point something on the week. Bitcoin Cash up 10.3 on the day. We were just talking about how that blew past two coins, up a quarter of a percent on the week. Sushi is making a run. Whatever, Sushi. That was such a scam. I can't believe people are still buying it, but that's cool for them. That it is up 11.31 if you bought in before that, on 1.97 on the week. Reserve rights token 9.49 on the 24 and down, which is actually down 5.26 on the week. Litecoin is at 9.5% on the 24 and actually down just less than 1% on the week. So, all right. Those are your fastest movers. Who's losing the most? Oh, a bunch of coins on Serve. Not very many though. Most of them are on the way up. I mean, if a stable coin is on one of the uh, biggest losing ones, then that's pretty incredible. Okay, let's get out of here. So I was gonna show you guys. This is my trading bot. I just shut it off today. Um, what you can see is this is the positions that it had to buy. Actually, I have to cancel those because I do not want those positions to execute, and I'll explain why. But those positions were there saying buy, 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 right? Because my bot sold, all those little red arrows means my bot sold as the price was rising. So it bought a little, sold a little, bought a little, sold a little. But like as the price climbed up to this position, it was already low on Bitcoin. Like as the price of Bitcoin goes up, my bot will naturally become lighter and lighter on the Bitcoin and heavier on the USD coin because it wants to, well, it's selling, right? So I'm waiting for the price to drop to buy more. And usually I would just let the Bitcoin drift back into those grids, which would start making sell grids appear, right? Yeah, I think I've showed you guys those before. This time I didn't, because when Bitcoin hits all-time highs, it in the past it's corrected significantly, multi-thousand-dollar, 20%, 30% changes. In this case, what would that be, like $7,000 or something? So I'm not trying to buy Bitcoin. I'm not trying to buy a bunch of it in the $18,000, $17,000 range. I'm expecting a really big correction. And this isn't financial advice, but historically speaking, I think people expect to see Bitcoin go down to like maybe a $15,000 position before it starts to bottom out. So I turned off the bot, but that's what it looks like. That's what it did for the last so many days. I think the highest return it had at some point was 10%, and it went a little bit down from that. So it closed out at 6.5, but it made more than the market, especially when the market was down. Then that was pretty cool. That when the market would drop, I would still manage to increase my positions and stuff. So let's see. So orders are all canceled. But yeah, let's go ahead and look at the price. So what did it end up being at? Let's go back here and say that it was 19,704 pretty much. So for the last 12 hours, we have an increase a little over 5%. We're still trending down just underneath the $20,000 line. So that's this top one here. This one's 19. So you can see 19 provided some support, some bounce back. It looks like it might take a little run, but it might. There's a lot of momentum behind it right now since stuff like PayPal and other services have come online. It's really got a huge boost. It could easily take another $20,000 run, but tonight, I mean, but it will. It's just a matter of when. But I think it might take another day or two to rest before it does, and then correct again, like I was saying a second ago. And so yeah, we can see how like that's a big change for 12 hours. It came in under 9, and is approaching 20, so or under 19, I should say. All right, let's look at the cloud. The cloud was on is what I mean to say. Let's look at the more detailed version of the cloud. Let's see here. Well, we have a positive cross. We have a conversion line above the baseline, and it's pointed upward. The lagging indicator is pointing down, but not by a ton. And we have some really, really thin support. We had a little bit of like the tiniest blip of resistance there, but everything has been pretty thin so far, so it's like kind of a non-committal Ichimoku cloud. Let's take a look at our EMAs. I know they're trending up. All of them are trending up, even like the slowest one, so it's all good signs. It could take another 20K run. Let's leave it here and let's take a look before close out with the news. Oh man. All right. Well, here we go. Like I was saying, Bitcoin starts its series of hitting all-time highs. Let's see. 19,686 today. Previous all-time high was 19,665, reached on December 16, 2017. So someone else in here explains that all these exchanges always have a little bit different. So some actually say it went over 20K entirely. It just depends. Oh, that's this part right here. They explain it. But this is a lifetime price chart of Bitcoin. So I guess, do they have the dates? Yeah, there you go. 2000. Oh, this isn't even a lifetime because 2008 or something would have to be like way out here. So it was pretty fucking low for a long time. And yeah, this is what 2017, 2018 looked like. It was December 2017, so right before 2018. And then where's COVID? This is 2020. So this is COVID right here. Bam. Yeah, dipped just about under 5 very briefly. So yeah, that's since COVID right there. That's a pretty steep run. Just like back here, just like it was at this time. How interesting. Okay. Cool. Well, all-time highs. So, and here's where it's different though. I mean, it did correct like crazy back then, right? But I don't expect to see it go all the way back down here like it did back then. I might bet you it stays in this ballpark, you know, and it recovers and it goes back to 20. And I even expect it to get out and above and over 20. I don't know, in the next year or two. I don't think it's going to stay like around 20,000 for terribly long. And I think, I mean, I'm getting that, like, I'm not inventing that. I'm getting that from other people. And the general idea is something like this. Like, when it went that high in 2017, there was a real lack of products for new converts to experience. Whereas today, there are endless uses, protocol services across farming, lending, standard trading, etc. There was before we'd expect to see these new adopters hang around this time. And so I fall into that category. I got into Bitcoin when I heard about this crash right here, and I bought in like somewhere around here, somewhere before it recovered completely, and just started trading, and it's been good. It's been golden. Um, so, anyways, like, I guess my point is, people who've come in like starting at this line forward or forward. For us, yeah, like that quote says, there's a lot of products, there's a lot of trading, like that site I just showed you guys with the bot, um, that make it easy to do this stuff. I guess compared to back then, it was still pretty. It's still pretty wild westy, but back then it was a lot more so. So, yeah, cool. Venezuelan army is mining Bitcoin to make ends meet. Um, it's pretty brutal. It's they say like basically, the U.S. is sanctioning them and making it hard for them to get by. So they're like, well, shit, we'll just mine cryptocurrencies that they can't sanction. So that's pretty crazy. Facebook's Libra supposedly is going to come out in January. It's going to be another stable coin pegged to the dollar. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't like creepy fucking Mark Zuckerberg making a coin. I don't want anything to do with it. That's all I gotta say about that. Not gonna buy any. Oh yeah, I didn't find any articles on here I thought were useful. So yeah, alrighty. Well, that support's getting stronger, so that's a good look. But I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks for watching. As always, hit subscribe on your way out, and I'll see you in the morning.